Welcome to Improvement University. This is a great time to be alive. We are one click away from any type of information we desire to consume. We are one call away from ordering our favorite food directly to our door. We are even one text or like away from interacting with our closest friends. Our grandparents would have loved to have these opportunities. But the problem comes when that click leads you into a 4-hour porn marathon. Or maybe the food that's delivered to your door is basically obesity being delivered to your home. And let's not forget about how indulging in social media every day harms your mental health and could even lead to depression. The reason why these things are so addictive, even to the point that we end up harming ourselves, is that all of them take advantage of our reward neurotransmitter, which is called dopamine. Dopamine's job is to teach us what is beneficial for us, so we can repeat it in the future and enjoy more benefits. The problem is that dopamine doesn't know the difference between the rewards we really need, like having sex with a partner, nutritious and tasty food, having fun with friends, and the things that are their fake counterpart, like porn, junk food, and social media. You may be asking yourself, why should I do a dopamine fast? I have a great answer for you. We all have problems in our life, and it will always be easier to hide them under the dopamine rug than to face them and find real and useful solutions. If your problem is that you no longer tolerate your boss and you hate his guts, it will be easier and more pleasurable to medicate your negative emotions with alcohol and cigarettes than standing up for yourself and telling him to respect your boundaries or you will have to leave. Avoiding your problems by stimulating dopamine to the extreme leaves you with 3 problems. The first one is that you end up addicted to a substance that is harming you. The second problem is that you end up hiding from your emotions and running away from your problems. There is no way you could end up living a beautiful life by avoiding the uncomfortable. And the third problem is that you end up desensitized to dopamine itself. The small pleasures of life, like having dinner with friends, listening to music, and going out on a date, will no longer excite you because they don't produce the same amount of dopamine as their fake equivalents. This is not a meaningful way to live life, in my opinion. So, in order to help you take a step back from these fake rewards that are separating you from your problems and could be probably harming you, I will share with you how to perform the best dopamine detox. Guys, if you're new to the channel, please consider subscribing. You are going to commit to a full day in which all of these activities will not be allowed. Browsing any type of social media, including WhatsApp and texts, watching porn, watching TV, watching Netflix, Hulu, Disney Plus, and those types of services, listening to music, exercising, playing video games, consuming sugar, refined carbs, artificial sweeteners, stevia, basically anything sweet and starchy, using your phone, tablet, and computer, consuming alcohol, caffeine, cigarettes, weed, and any kind of drug, and finally, reading a book or reading in an electronic device. You will be using all this free time to go within yourself to explore your emotions and problems. I like to do this by writing because it is a very powerful way of exploring your mind and making you aware of your real emotions. That's why journaling is a healthy practice. When I write during a dopamine detox, I let myself go for hours without worrying about grammar and spelling. I focus on answering the questions in as much detail as possible and for however long it takes. The questions that I like to ask myself are: what are the things that are bothering me the most in my life right now? How can I deal with them? Number 2, which people from my life have a negative vibe? How can I avoid or get rid of them? Number 3, what are my most destructive habits? What are these habits covering up? Number 4, Do I feel resentment towards someone? How can I forgive and move on? Number 5. What do I think about myself when I look in the mirror? Where is my self-love from 1 to 10? Why? Number 6. Are my daily activities taking me where I want to be in 5 years? How could I adjust my life in order to reach the place I want to be 5 years from today? Number 7. How could I improve my life so that I could feel more at peace with myself? And number 8. What are all the things and people for which I feel grateful in my life? Another useful way to navigate your thoughts is by sitting still and asking these questions to yourself and watch whatever thoughts come to mind. I like to have something to write on in case I get a valuable insight from my inner journey. If you want the best self-improvement content every week, you can join my Inner Circle mailing list with the link in the description below. Doing a dopamine detox at least once a month has very powerful benefits. The first benefit is that it makes you aware of the problems and emotions you are hiding from. The second benefit is that it forces you to find solutions to these problems through writing and answering the questions mentioned previously on the video. The third benefit is that it makes you aware of possible addictions you have in your life that you previously thought you didn't have. If you're desperately craving something by just getting rid of it for a day, that is a very serious problem that I would not ignore. The fourth benefit is that it has the potential to rebalance your dopamine circuit as you're taking a break from its most stimulating sources. If you're interested in knowing about the benefits of quitting porn, I will see you in the next video.